Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Wednesday, August 28th. I didn't do a podcast last night. I just, frankly, didn't have a whole lot to talk about, and I was suffering a bit of burnout, I think. I needed kind of a mental break. It was a Tuesday night. There had been no big, huge shift in what's going on, so I thought, you know what, I'm not going to waste your guys' time with 2 or 3 minutes of me talking just to say there's not a whole lot going on. And things have happened, but not major. Actually, I have a lot more to talk about this morning, and now my time's not going to be as busy because I was trying to gather my thoughts. So let's get to it. The last time I talked to you was yesterday morning, and that one was kind of short too. But I had done a very long one on Monday night, which was all the fallout from the Power Veto meeting where Cam saved himself and Takor put up Angela and all that fallout. After the fallout, which I finished up yesterday morning when I talked, things had calmed down. Yesterday, really, things were not very, just not a whole lot going on. There's some scrambling, there's some talking. Tucker seems to be pushing now for Mackenzie, which he doesn't want Angela to go. He wants to keep Angela around because he feels he can control her. He feels she's easy to beat. Plus, he's already made Angela promises, so the second he gets rid of Angela, he will be breaking those promises. This will be interesting in a second, though, actually, because the House, I don't think the House thinks jury starts yet. I think the House thinks they've still got a couple of evictees, which I did too until this morning. So I now think that the jury is actually in place. I think the next evictee is a juror. We would have 9 jurors this year, and I think that's going to get announced on Thursday's show, or they're going to keep the person back for like a battle back. Let me finish my thought on what's going on before I delve into that a little bit more, because that's kind of where I wanted to end up. So Tucker's Hardy and Mackenzie. Rubina's been on a very defensive, I don't want to talk about Tucker thing, even though she was talking about Tucker. They kissed. Tucker, I forgot to say this yesterday, Tucker and Rubina kissed in front of the camera outside. They had a household room night before last, and Rubina didn't realize they were on. Turned out we found out yesterday, Rubina didn't realize they were on camera, and she's questioning Tucker's motivations. Why is he doing these things? You know, what's going on? Is this all part of his game? So Rubina's got these doubts running around in her head. They had a girls' night last night, which was mostly the girls just hanging out, and they had a household room, but there was some talk and stuff, and I don't think anything major developed out of it. But they are a little bit paranoid about the boys forming an alliance, which the boys had kind of started to talk a little bit. So there's a little bit of stirring going on here, but in the end, we're still looking at the next evictee on Thursday, and I don't know. I can't say for sure, because meanwhile, Chelsea and Cam had been conspiring night before last to see if they could get the votes to get Tucker out if he ended up. And Chelsea was trying to do it on the sly and not telling people until the very last minute if Tucker is still up there, then she would go around and scramble and try to get the votes to get him evicted. I don't know. But this all leans into where I'm going at the end here. So in the end of yesterday's, they're locked down on the inside, which cuts down on some of the plotting because they don't have as much room to move around. And again, it was just kind of a slow. It wasn't a tremendously crazy day as far as stuff going on. There's chatter, but nothing groundbreaking, nothing earth-shaking, no big flips, little tickles of things here and there, but just nothing solidified major. So we'll wrap that up and say that's where we're at. It is Wednesday. We still have an entire day and a half of plotting and stuff before we get to an eviction. So I'm not concerned about this morning. I want to talk about the thing that hit me this morning, which was, and I'm going to explain it to you guys more than I did on Twitter. I probably won't explain it on Twitter as much. So one of the accounts out there that is a account that I am 99.99999% sure is either someone involved with production or someone who's very close to someone involved with production, basically dropped the hint a couple of weeks ago and said they were going to be disappointed because they weren't going to, and I'm not spoiling anything here. This is a public account that when they don't lock it, you can see it. This account said they were going to miss OTEV because they were going to be, it's said in a roundabout way, but this is my interpretation. They were going to be on jury duty. They're going to be sitting at the jury house, and this person will not be involved on the stage, on the set with production once jury starts, okay? And that person or that account, again, it may not be someone that's actually on the show, involved with the show. It may be someone who knows someone who's involved with the show, because I've been involved with cases of that where someone that's feeding me information is not actually the person that's doing it. They claim to be they're a friend of somebody. So this person purports to, kind of implies they are someone involved with the show, but they could be a friend of someone. Anyways, this account implied that they're done talking about the show kind of a thing, or they're involved in some way, which implies that the jury starts, right? And so, jury starts, well, that would be 9 people. If the next evictee goes to jury, that is a 9-person jury. So even though Julie didn't say jury starts, I think jury starts this Thursday, because I trust this account. This account has never said anything to my knowledge that I can remember that wasn't accurate. The closest inaccuracy that came was the start of this season, where they kind of implied it might start in June, and I had other sources telling me it was going to start in July, and the July was right. But that's minor. Everything else they implied stuff. They hinted about the winter season, about the special winter thing that they did. They hinted about other things. They hinted about who won something. I mean, I trust this account. I think this account is accurate, and I think jury, and then their implication is that jury starts, and I'm going to go with that. So now that we know that jury probably starts on Thursday, what does that mean for the next evictee? Does the next evictee have a chance to come back? If Julie doesn't tell them it's jury, does that mean that or maybe it isn't jury? Maybe this account isn't on jury duty. This account is on babysit people until the battle back, and then jury starts. Could be. Okay, we did that. We would evict 2 more people, and maybe between those 2 people, one of them has a shot to come back, and then the jury starts. Could do that as well. So we could have a battle back instance. I will have to amend my tweet. We could have a battle back instance going on here where they're holding people in sequester until a battle back, and then the jury starts. Okay, that could be the other option. So either one of those 2 options, either jury is starting, or the next couple of evictees or 3 evictees, whatever, are being held back for a battle back, and then the jury starts. Yeah, it could be that too. All right. You have to run all the different possibilities here, and that's where it gets kind of confusing, because we really don't know what's going on, but we love to speculate, right? All of us, don't we? Yes, we do. So that's the major gist of what's going on, folks. I know I'm missing something. There's always little bits and pieces. Oh, I should have said this and I didn't. But you know what? It's a short one today. I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. And as I navigate carefully around a garbage truck, I love that you guys get to listen to me talk as I drive. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good Wednesday. Thank you for your support. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you. I need to give you guys all a shout out. I haven't had anybody become a patron since Wendy was the last one, and I did give Wendy a shout out. I hope she heard it. And what else? Oh, I did something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what else I was going to say. I'm not sure. So we're just going to finish driving. Thank you for supporting me. I do appreciate it. Oh, I got several thank yous on somewhere. One of the things people said thank you, and I was like, oh, that's cool. It was it on? Damn it! I'm sorry, I can't remember where. Some people said specifically thank you somewhere on a place I don't normally look, and I gave them thumbs up, and I realized they were saying thank you because of my reference to telling people that you appreciate them. Thank you is good too. So I got a couple different thank yous from a place that I didn't expect, and I saw it, and I gave it hearts or thumbs up or whatever it was. So yes, I read those. I appreciate it. And thank you for thanking me. That's it. Now I'm going to go because I'm a rambling mess this morning. And I need to get to work. And I also need to remember to update my speculation that jury might be starting this week because it may be a battle back sequence. And that's the reason. Yeah, it could be that. Okay, that's it. We'll talk to you all later. Take care. Bye-bye.